Witness. Mr. Usher, can you kindly get the witness, please?
I, Malanding Mballow.
I, Malanding Mballow.
Do swear that.
Do swear that.
I will speak the truth.
I will speak the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mballow.
Good afternoon, ma.
You're welcome to the TRRC.
Thank you.
And we thank you for agreeing to give your testimony this afternoon.
Thank you.
We already know each other.
Yes.
And I will be guiding you through the relevant portions of your testimony this afternoon.
Right, ma.
We have a few rules here at the TRRC that I would just like to bring to your attention.
Okay.
Can we have interpretation, please? I don't hear any interpretation in the background.
Okay.
What language?
Mandinka or Wolof?
Okay, we'll go along. Let's go.
Mr. Chair, can you give us some guidance?
I'm not sure I can give any guidance on that. We probably would have and should have worked this thing out much earlier before the proceedings. I don't know. You met him.
Well, no, he's speaking in English, Mr. Chairman. So I'm just asking what language would be preferable on the floor of the commission for the audience. Wolof or Mandinka?
Okay, we can do it in Mandinka.
Thank you. Mr. Mballow, I was just going through some of the rules that we have here at the commission.
Mr. Mballow, I come for all mindigo. I been mem for can all mindigo. Sartol many and all the Katamani Bunkonojan, Commission Yatino like all the foy.
Okay.
The overriding consideration is your duty to tell the truth.
Obi Tatana, all mindigo, Puru to Nyavo.
And that is because it is an offense under the TRRC Act to lie before the commission.
Mukula me alongo, Luatina and Puruka Fania for TRRC and Malamene Bekalokoro.
In order to deliver your testimony to the best of your ability, just make sure that we don't overlap our statements. So just answer my questions after I have asked.
Purila said Andrew and Pura Tani Silo Lamelonco, Coleacura Sotlaje, Elsin Silamuela, Ninin Carol, Ninga Nininga, Janinga Ibajabiro, Sikan and Dindi, Saja Lakumakaning, it is Sela Nyokam.
And also make sure you take brief statements so that the interpreters are able to follow you.
And Hanimfanang Nila Kumana, see Sutan Domandisa, Kanasor Lamendo Coma, Isla Kumakoni, Kanasorno Andung as Senea.
And that is because although you're speaking in English, they're interpreting in the local languages in the background and also on the floor of the commission.
And Tonyala Onya, Levidiam can do Abakan, but Kanasoro be carrying the Fonokon and Kanasoro from be carrying Bunkono Jamfanang.
We would like you to be comfortable as possible, so just assume any position that is comfortable to you on your seat.
And Bella Fanayesi, Yefan Soto, Nyala Mealon Quate, but and Sedan which on Kono.
Thank you.
And also draw the microphone close to you so that you don't end up straining.
My coin Fananisa Savano can Domandisa, la Carla Kelebe, Bewule, Sila Befangela.
I would just like you to consider your testimony as a conversation between us.
For
the most part, I will just merely guide you and ask you questions from time to time, but you are responsible for delivering your testimony. And just so that you know what is expected of you, we will be mostly focusing on your arrest, detention, and torture by the NIA. We will, however, begin with biographical information from you. And then we will end by questions from the commissioners and final remarks that you may have. I hope you have understood everything that I've said and you're ready to proceed.
Very well, ma'am.
Can you tell us what your full names are?
I am called Malanding Mballow. Malanding Mballow.
What is your date of birth?
I was born on the 7th May 1966. May 1966 long.
And without telling us exactly where you live, can you tell us what your current address is?
My current residential
address is Tabokoto.
And are you currently employed?
Yes, I am currently employed.
Can you tell us what you do?
I am a teacher by profession.
And where are you teaching?
I am currently the acting principal at Naus Comprehensive Upper Basic School, Canifing South. Naus Comprehensive Karambunguto, Canifing.
And how long have you been a teacher?
I started teaching in 1988 to date.
Do the math for us and tell us how many years that is.
It's about, if I'm not mistaken.
So you're a very experienced teacher, to say the least.
Very well, ma.
Can you just take us through professional and professional background briefly?
I did my primary school education in Brikamaba.
Where is Birkamaba?
Is in Lower Fuladu West District in the Central River region in the Gambia.
Can you guide us with the
Bansang Primary School.
Bansang Primary Karambuto.
Bansang as well is in Upper Fuladu in the Central River region of the Gambia.
Bansang Fanambe Upper Fuladu Janjamburu. Kindly guide us with the dates, please. So you can remember.
1976 to 1978, I was going to Brikamaba Primary.
1976, 1978.
I had a brief termination in 1980. I resumed at Bansang Primary.
What is Nata Sutu Nakarang Kunduta Bari 1980 Natamuru Katente Bansang
1983.
1983.
In 83, I passed the common entrance and went to Armitage High School.
1983, na common entrance Londi Kontibo Kenganyeta and Tata Armitage High School,
where I was until 1988 when I sat to the GCE O level.
Immediately for 1988, Londi Kontibo.
As soon as I finished High School, I was employed as an untrained teacher in St. George's Junior Secondary School in Basse.
Karangu bang dorong nga do ko so men kita karandiroti St. George's Karamu to membe Basse sate okono.
I was in St. George's in 1988-89 academic year.
Mbe St. George's 1988-89 karan sanguche oto.
In 1989-90 academic year, I was transferred to Armitage High School as a teacher.
1989-1990 yen sound kata Armitage Karambumbato ntata karandiro ke oto fanan.
I taught at Armitage also for 1 year as an untrained teacher. Then I enrolled at the Gambia College in 1990 academic year.
Mbewol to karandiro la for 1989-1990 Armitage Karambumbato mbewol to num karandiro la nata college 1980-1989. 1989-1990.
I finished my HTC and was posted at St. Augustine's High School as a qualified teacher.
1982, Nana College Karamubang, Utumolo yen Samba St. Augustine's High.
You say 82?
1992.
1992, Nana Karamubang, yen Samba St. Augustine's Karamumbato, Purunata Karandirola J. Me Utumo dun get a qualified teacher, Nana Karandiro Karandingabang.
When I was doing my training at the college,
Birimben Karamkekan College,
I did my practice teaching in 2 different schools. The first one was in Gambia Senior and the second one was in LK.
Mbutumombe karan kamfanan nkani karandiro londo le samba nyola ngado ke Gambia Senior School ngado ke LK.
What is the full name for LK?
LK ato
Junior Secondary School then.
Tumo Latikunda Junior Secondary Karambung atomu walde.
Now it's called Latikunda Upper Basic School.
Sai kafujele Latikunda Upper Basic School.
So from 92 to 95, I was teaching at St. Augustine's High in the afternoon shift.
1992 katahani for 1995 mbe St. Augustine's High School Karandirola.
And in 1995, teaching at St. Augustine's in the afternoon shift, did anything particular happen that year?
1995 was sounding. What women never Karandirola St. Augustine. Cut Karandoga Ularola. Fokuna Nasota Jelaba Menkata.
Oh yes, indeed.
Ha, kuketa.
Can you tell us what happened and give us the exact dates?
Andung Fesa for no Yamunaketa Ulula and Lunin from Isa for no Yaba.
Yes, that was in 1995, in October.
October 1995.
Around the 1st or 2nd of October.
Namira October karotil fulo wala fulanjango.
When I went to school that fateful day,
Birinta karambung to lumula.
the supervisor of my session then instructed me to go and meet some boys in his office.
Mem munta fanana nyatu nkoti karambung to je wolung ay nyim funyo kungata modolu tara ala office kono.
And who was your supervisor?
Jumala Muina Ilanyaton Koti no Watola, Jumala Kila Kul Kusanson.
It was one Mr. Usman Sabali.
Ikafumeye utumo Mr. Usman Sabali.
So when I went to his office, he gave me a pair of scissors.
Birinta la office ay sisol le dinna. Sisol.
He said there were students in his office, their uniform shorts were too long.
Ako talibol wen bala office ila uniform kurto lu jam fata bakele.
So he said, let me take the scissors and show them where they will actually do the cutting, and I just cut a little bit on the uniform to tell them that if they go home, they should do the cutting there and hem it there because that's the actual height of the uniform.
Ayi itandin ko nintata nsi aitandila ila uniform kurto lu nyanta danna daming. Bitun sewo dinkira ngerabeti sisola ni saita suoko no ifamulu sa kuntu andu isi koparo keje isi kurto nyi isi mulu kopa.
So, Mr. Mballow, just to interrupt you there, these long shorts that the students wore were not compliant with the uniform rules of the school. Is that what you're saying?
Munda nyinkara muda dinno yele kurrol men uniform kurrol men dum ko e jamfata wo mu nyina de ko ku ay sartoli karamola sartoli nyinga ya tinyala uniform dum la karola.
They never, that was not comply with the school rules at all, yes.
To nyala wonin karamola kurto la sarto mantanyola.
Please go ahead.
So I complied with the instruction given to me by the supervisor. I just cut a little bit of the shorts so that when they go home, they will complete the cuttings and do the hemming there.
Sa imfanon sonta ay amaro mendi na birinta talibolu metara ala ofiso kono. Nasi sota inyanta kurtolu kundula dami nga damute ye puru ni saita. Ifoli si kunduro to laba ngokola isina kurti simulu nyilu kopa.
Can you tell us which students were involved?
Pesa fono nye jumu karamundo di ninjumale be dabe in konyin kono.
This is, the number was something like 5 students. I cannot remember all their names, but there is one particular student whose name stands out, and that one I will always remember.
Mo lulu le mu ikono bari talibe kilimbije me ya lonko ate ntenyingal mola atola ate mumoleti men to natabo.
Kindly tell us the name of the student and what happened.
Talibo nyinto fonye ba muna natanake.
The name of the student was Dembaba.
Talibo nyinto mu Dembaba leti.
This Dembaba, I understand, stayed at State House with President Yaya Jammeh then, the chairman of the AFPRC then.
Na fahamu kwenye Dembaba utumu abaya Jammeh fe State House utumu wole chairman ti AFPRC so Jarman sakunda kono.
And that's the